Let's start off with a moment of reflection. Take a second and think about the last 2 years. If you've had the privilege of working remotely, have you enjoyed it? If you answered yes, you are statistically in the majority. Now take a moment to reflect on why. What is it about remote work that you enjoy? Now, if you answered no, also think about why. What is it about remote work that doesn't work for you? And did those pain points arise immediately or over time? While you're thinking about that, let me ask those in the enjoyed it camp. So you enjoyed it, but was it perfect? Or did you enjoy it despite some pain points? As with most things in life, working from home has its pros and cons. Sure, you've got the convenience, the time and cost savings, and even the eco-friendliness of not having to commute. Some people even find that they can focus better at home. But also, not everyone. Those with kids or barking dogs, they might find it too distracting to work from home. Plus, some folks just can't afford a good workspace at home. And not to mention, many people are starting to feel a sense of burnout since it's hard to disconnect when you're literally living at the office. And it's a little isolating, right? When you work from home, you're not really with your colleagues in person. But all of that said, there are also pros and cons to the traditional office. Sure, it may alleviate some of the pain points of working from home, like offering in-person collaboration and work-life separation, but at the expense of some serious downsides, like commute time and cost, fossil fuel use, the risk of getting sick, plus a 10-year lease is so inflexible. In a world where we are constantly being pummeled by unknowns, including market turbulence and mass resignations and inflation and pandemic waves, adding more fixed costs feels a little bit reckless. Being agile is a competitive advantage. And that's where we come in. Radious is a B2B marketplace that takes Airbnb properties, outfits them with workplace amenities, and offers them up for company offsites, team meetings, and collaborative work rented by the day. With Radious, residential property owners, renters, and managers can supplement their income in a completely new way. And companies get on-demand access to unique workspaces right in employees' neighborhoods. In a nutshell, we combine all the benefits of working from home and of the traditional office in a third place with none of their downsides. So you get the convenience and the cost savings of staying in your neighborhood and the in-person collaboration and work-life separation of getting out of the house with our unique on-demand workspaces. So take this one, for example. There's a great 6-person table where you could do a strategy meeting. There's a smart TV and seating area for slide presentations in the back. There's a full kitchen for a working lunch and even a beautiful outdoor space for a coffee break or some team building exercises, all for less than half the price of our competitors. And that's the beauty of it. Where you'd spend $1,000 for a sterile hotel conference room, for half that price, you can book a 3,000 square foot Radius property with multiple meeting areas, private offices, a full kitchen, and even a backyard with cornhole for when teammates start to feel a little playful. And where you'd have a loud, busy environment at a typical co-working space, with cookie cutter interior design and recycled air. With Radius, you have access to operable windows and temperature control, all the comforts of home, and have a huge variety of space types to choose from. And circling back to the flexibility part, our spaces are rented by the day. No need to sign a lease or long-term contract. And variety is the spice of life, right? We've got intimate spaces, eclectic spaces, totally out there spaces, modern spaces. We've got tiny homes and mansions and everything in between. You can become a regular at one of them or choose a different one every time. It's totally up to you. And then you've got our search filters, which enable you to identify only the workspaces that have the exact amenities that you need. AV for slide presentations, sit-stand desks, meeting tables, whiteboards, blazing fast Wi-Fi. Everyone has different needs. needs that might shift from one day to the next, and we've got you covered. Companies and working professionals have been booking our spaces for everything from solo escapes from the distractions of home to company offsites and team meetings. Some are there for team building, others gather for side-by-side independent work just to be around colleagues. Today, we have over 100 live properties distributed across the Portland area, as well as Milwaukee, Wisconsin, where we recently expanded into. You can browse by neighborhood, and chances are you'll be able to find a great workspace down the street from your house. And there are two ways to book. The first way is just like if you were booking a stay on a platform like Airbnb. Just browse listings, find one that suits your needs, and pay for the booking with a credit card. That's it. No long-term commitment, just a great day of work. The second way is through a corporate subscription. If you're an employer and you'd like to make our spaces available to your workforce to book anytime they need one at no cost to them, sign up for a monthly subscription, and now your employees will be able to access Rad spaces without having to ask permission or needing to fill out expense reports. It's a great way to make them feel appreciated by their employer, like they're getting the resources they need to do their best work while minimizing all kinds of friction. And let me tell you, I know this firsthand. As an employer myself, who's led teams across 5 successful companies that I've co-founded, I know how important employee satisfaction is for the bottom line. And I'm sure you recognize this too. It's more important now than ever. Giving employees access to the tools and the freedom that they need to do their best work is just smart business. And it's also a big reason why my team and I have been building this platform collaboratively with the community to build something that people truly want. My 2 co-founders, Alon and Brian, and I have actively been participating in roundtable discussions with different types of users. We're engaging directly with our customers and have built every single feature on our platform with feedback and often upon request of our users. Plus, we're users too. First of all, I'm an Airbnb host. It's actually where the idea for Radious came from. And having an understanding of what property owners and landlords experience in the rental industry has been huge. Plus, having built 2 other B2B marketplaces that both went on to be acquired certainly doesn't hurt either. But second of all, as a remote-first company ourselves, we experience many of the challenges that our customers face too. And we have felt firsthand just how valuable it can be to get our remote team together in our spaces on a flexible basis. We love getting to practice what we preach. It means that we can truly empathize with our customers and the pain points that they're experiencing in this new normal. We get it. And look, it just doesn't make sense to pay for a 10-year lease anymore when employees only need office space once or twice a week. With Radious, you pay for space when you need it, and you don't pay for space when you don't. It's that simple. Visit the website. Go to www.radious.pro and have a look at how cool our workspaces are. And as a special thank you for participating in Demo Day, I've got a little something for you. When you're ready to book a workspace, use the code RADPIDEMODAY for 15% off your first booking with us. And if you've got a property that you think would make a great workspace on the platform, give me a shout at amina@radious.pro. And I'll leave you with one last thing. You know, one of the things that excites me the most about Radious is that it's all about bringing people together, and not just coworkers. When you book a rad space in your neighborhood, you're helping one of your neighbors supplement their family income, maybe even helping them afford their home. You're fostering community. You're supporting local. Everybody wins. Welcome to the sharing economy of workspaces. Welcome to Radious.